Tony, thanks so much for joining us here today. First off, what is your reaction to the news and the allegations within this lawsuit?
Well, I think the thing that struck me most was, how shocked I was by the degree of the alleged corruption that I was reading in the statement of claim.
And there's much to be said about the overall health of the Métis Nation right now, starting with the Métis National Council and trickling through the provincial organizations. You know, there's lots of political infighting and arguments about identity, who's Métis, who isn't. What are your thoughts on the current state of the Métis right now?
Well, I think this is going to go a long way to help restore some faith and trust in the Métis National Council. As you said, there's been a lot of turmoil and so on over the past couple of years, and that's people have just lost a lot of faith. And the Board of Governors refused to hold meetings, and it took a court order for them to be able to then be forced to hold an annual assembly. So that's good. On the other hand, this kind of media attention sort of reinforces a lot of the racist views that are existing out there, that our people are untrustworthy, Aboriginal people, Indigenous people generally are untrustworthy, and that governments shouldn't be giving us funds. I can only see that what the current leadership is doing is a good thing, in the sense that they're obviously following the bylaws and the policies that have been set out. It's clear that the current leadership wants to make sure that it abides by the terms of the agreements that have been established with governments, and that they want to provide a full accounting. All of that is very good.
Now, President Cassidy Caron said this lawsuit wasn't about creating divisions, but how does this affect reunification efforts now?
Well, I was president of the national president in the organization called Native Council of Canada, which then partly became the Métis National Council. And in my day, in the 1970s, organizations were coming and going. They were in, they were out. It depended on the political views that were going on at the time.
So then what is the path forward, moving ahead here?
Well, I think the path forward is very clear. The Board of Governors, the President and the Board of Governors are going to abide by what's set out in the laws that have been adopted by the Métis National Council and the policies that have been adopted by the Métis National Council. The MNC is clearly open to all of the provincial and territorial organizations, including the Manitoba Métis Federation, which is withdrawn. But by withdrawing doesn't mean that it necessarily has to be forever. If these things get all sorted out, then hopefully the Manitoba Métis Federation will be back at the table.
Well, we can only hope. Tony, thanks so much for doing this, and certainly something we'll be keeping an eye on moving forward.
Okay, thank you.